Killer, you were on the phone. What was that conversation about?
It's about trying to execute on the vision, on the plan. Like we're Aaron and I, we're putting a lot into this gaming event just because, you know, we know we have something special and we're trying to make sure that it's amazing, right? But there's always like those little hiccups that happen when you're trying to pull off things like this. So
when you're trying to pull off something amazing.
Well, yeah. Like what we're trying to do is really dope. I mean, but the other thing too, the reason why today has been a hectic day from the start. Like from last night to leading into today, I've been on calls just all day long. Like, so it's just been a hectic day. And then to add the caveat of, you know, my boy, who actually gave me an opportunity in this business, actually, he is speaking at a church. He's doing a sermon, and he doesn't know I'm coming. He told me, you know, hey, I want you to come, and I was like, oh, I don't really know, but I want to surprise him because I'm big on showing up for people. I'm big on like commitment and meeting commitments and deadlines and things like that. So I want to make sure I show up for him, just because I'm grateful, but outside that I'm proud. Like it's one of those things where you can see someone building, just kind of like how what we're doing now, where we're building something, right? We're trying to show something, and to see him like have these visions and have these ideas and us have all these think tanks and all these things, and to see it go from that to what it is now, where, you know, he is putting on full like church services with, like, you know, with the community, you know what I mean, like the community where we grew up. I think it's really dope, so I want to go show him some love. So I guess today's episode is going to be commitments. It's about commitments because I'm on strict timelines. He goes on because we're headed to Grassroots recording now, so we have to do that. I already took 2 meetings, so that's fine. So he goes on, I believe, at 6 or something like that. We are recording now, or on our way to record, which, what time is it now?
2:32.
2:32. So, yeah, we're pressed for time. We got to get out of the city and get back to Jersey City and make it. So, we'll see what happens.
And we going. So, this gaming event's coming up, and I know it's a big thing, and it's like swimming in your mind right now.
Yeah.
If this one's successful, are you looking for like sponsors for future ones, or like what other kind of events do you plan on holding?
Well, when it's successful.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
I know, but I'm big on speaking things into the universe. But yeah, no, like honestly, that the ideas and the concepts that we have are endless. Like, there's so many different ways we can take it. This event, while I know it's gonna do well, I don't even think this is the tip of the iceberg of what we have in store. Like, a lot of the brands that are on board for it they're aware. Like, they know. Like, and obviously because that's why they're a part of it. But I think it's going to be something special. I think it's gonna be something special.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, being an athlete definitely helped. I mean, I'm super competitive, so I'm always, like, it kind of goes back to that mentality where it's like, oh, if you say I can't do something, I'm going to prove you wrong. I also know how to handle defeat and losses, and I think being a soccer player has helped me with that, and especially a soccer player at a high level. I understand how to be composed and to compete at a very high level and not let my emotions take over, because that's what a lot of people, especially creatives, they allow their emotions to take over them, and especially if they don't get the support, the love initially for what they're doing, they feel defeated, or they'll be mad and like, oh, you're gonna swim later. The work that I've done with being an athlete showed me how to keep those emotions in check and figuring out, okay, what do I need to work on and get to the next point. And so
and having a mindset,
I would definitely say
about
being
what you're doing
an athlete
and
at
what
a
you're
top
trying to
level has
accomplish.
taught
It's about
me
focus.
so much, and it also has taught me to be very relatable.
What are you committed to?
Competitive esports players, because there's intangibles about being a top athlete that only people who are top athletes will understand. Other people who have never played at a high level will never understand that. And so, and I'm not saying that in like a bad way, but there are certain things when it comes to playing in top leagues or tournaments or SEC, ACC, or anything like that. You will not understand unless you're there. You're not seeing people of color in certain positions that are important. It's the same thing. It's a similar problem that we see in traditional sports. A good amount of the players are black, but What about team owners? What about certain broadcasts? What about certain executives, right? The same thing has to do with esports. We need to get diverse individuals in higher positions, in positions of decisions, and in a more highlighted aspect too, because that's also going to show people that there are people of color in this space. But we can't have it where they're not in the positions of making decisions in higher positions or, broadcasts for esports leagues. I think that needs to improve. And we start with that, it'll be a trickling effect in other aspects and even in lower tier positions and even more.
Yeah, what about this Bell's viral bullying?
I'm kind of,
that's what I'm saying.
Bloomberg got schooled during debate. He's like an idiot. We don't gotta say how much of an idiot he is.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
He ain't ready for it.
All right, so let's go game event. Bezos, bullying Pop Smoke.
Yep.
Cool?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Alright.
Alright, Captain.
Alright, 3. Yeah, you ever, I'm gonna just start it, fuck it. You ever just be so delirious that like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm delirious right now. You ever just walk like in life and just feel like you're like in a fog, but you're not really in a fog?
Did I get a ride or are you busy?
Yeah, I'm actually busy. I'm trying to hurry up and get somewhere by 6. No, I would have had you.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so now, so it is 5:17. My boy speaks like at 6 or something like that, so we have, roughly how much time to get there?
45 minutes to top.
So, alright, let's go. Like, just really in business in general, but this business in general, you gotta have thick skin. And you gotta know, you just gotta know how to maneuver certain scenarios and certain situations. And so I'm gonna teach you guys that, because you don't have that experience. I don't expect you to, but it was taught to me. Like, how are you gonna know unless someone shows you? Unless you go through the hard, the long way, but yeah. Why do that when you guys have me? I'm a vessel. So we made it. We're late, but we made it. 6:17. He doesn't know I'm here, so should be a nice surprise. Should be cool. Alright, 6:18. Alright, let's see.
Yo, I was so nervous about today. I'm not even gonna hold you guys. I was so nervous about today. When something, when something's been in your mind for so long, like you had this idea and this thing, you just keep thinking about it every day. You planning it out and you starting over, and then you add some things to it, and you don't ever really think it's gonna come or become anything. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna start a business and I'm gonna start selling lemonade. And lemonade turn into, country time. And turn into Simply Lemonade. You're like, we were just trying to make lemonade. Now we got bought up by Coke and got $4 billion. Like, I'll be the glory. He bought the chair. Oh, chair vibes. Snap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my very good friend. I was gonna say Buck Stallion, but I'm just so proud of you. I'm just marveling at all of your height. Is the light make you tall? I need more light. Give it up one time for Keon.
firsthand happened to like a lot of sisters for what they go through when they give their heart to a gentleman and he turns out to not be that at all. It's like cranes in the sky, there's pain in her eyes, change in her eyes, so much pain for a guy, hate for a guy who put strain on her heart, weight on her mind. Now she'll never be the same to the guys, so guarded, always overthinking, should I? No relationships, not safe in her mind, she's fearful of wasting her time. Wall around her heart she created inside, so cautious, look like she can't make up her mind. I'll say to the guys, don't play with the mind and heart of a woman. It might break in time, stop making them blind, cause she can't see true love if you keep putting drapes on her eyes. Lack of trust on her faces sometimes, always looking at the calendar, tracing the time now. She only thinks of the time. Cutting your hair and relocating won't make it rewind, babe, heal it. It's gonna take you some time, love, take your time, life taking in stride. I see you as a 10, but you see a nickel and pennies. That's the result of breaking the dime. You were made to fly, made by divine. Mountains were made to climb. Baby, you'll be fine. So those cranes in the sky and metal clouds that don't precipitate, but rains lakes from your eyes, gonna dissipate, they're gonna dissipate. I'm gonna elaborate on that a little bit more. Hey drums, you can freeze for a second.
Take your time up.
It's like cranes in the sky, cranes in the sky. So many damaged women, I'm blaming the guys. How could hurting someone be a game to you guys? That is. So I go by Keon Buck Stallion, and I am 1/3 of the Payton brothers. This is my older brother Dwayne here, and we have one more brother. So in the Payton brothers, we have a landscaping business that we service all of Hudson County. We've been doing that for a few years, so if you need your lawn cut, maintained, if you're a property owner, your hedges cut, all of that stuff, we do that. And then in the winter months, we have a tax preparation business where our youngest brother is an accounting teacher and he has his master's in accounting, so we do that also. And we do snow removal, and we do youth mentoring, and we do fitness groups in the community that we offer for free. And we do basketball training with different programs. And Lawa is our brand and clothing line that we promote. So Lawa to everyone.
What does Lawa mean?
Okay, so since you asked, what is Lawa? We're gonna play a quick game that'll take you about 30 seconds since we're all on the vibration. So Lawa is something that we created, and it stands for all things that we want out of life. So the letter A in the word Lawa stands for the word stands for and you all are gonna guess what the L, the H, the W, and the H stand for. So guess away.
This is my friend Brandon Hall. Give him a round of applause as he comes. He wore his best Yeezys today. I love you. This is Brandon Hall. This is my brother. Are you nervous? How are you nervous? You have a national podcast. You can't be nervous. You're on TV every week. Keep Brandon in your prayers. He has a podcast called The Grassroots Podcast. Grassroots, Roots, right? Thank you. I'm third grade spelling bee champion. You see Doughboy back there? The gang's all here. Me and Brandon, let me give a little bit of my business. We're in the music business, rapping, on tour with our good friend. So we've known each other for a very long time. We've traveled the world together. And so this is just my buddy. And he taught me how to podcast, how to start my own podcast. He can teach you too. Just DM him.
Hey, y'all forgot, I was on tour too.
Doughboy was there too! Doughboy was there too. We might as well tell everybody. We were on a tour with Joe Budden. Everybody know Joe Budden. If you don't know, he's Jersey City. His mother's here, so be nice. Hey, Miss Faye. Alright. So, shout out to the homies. You got anything you want to say?
I'm just really proud of you. This is amazing. I'm shooting you now, making content out of this just because I remember when you came to me with this idea, and to see it come to life and to see it, you know, your vision come, I'm really proud of you, and I wasn't gonna miss it for the world, even though traffic tried. So
Thank you.
but I'm really, really proud of you, and you got my support.
I appreciate you and I love you. This is my buddy. Friends. Boom, 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 boom.
You show up there, that's what you do. At least that's where I come from. I'm a person that if I give my word, I'm gonna say I'm gonna be there, especially for somebody like that, I'm gonna be there. So we do it. That's the part about commitment, is when you give your word to people, especially like people like that have helped you and believed in your dreams and have taken chances on you, you show up for them. Like, this was his first sermon, his first experience doing something as an entrepreneur on his own, especially coming from a bad place. And having seen him at the lows of lows to doing what he's doing now is like it's crazy. I have like chills just to see that. So commitment is important. Give somebody your word, keep it.
Supposed to. So let it flow. Let things happen how they happen. There's no way that you can do anything wrong at this point because everything is fresh. Everything is new.
Yeah.
Like there's like zero way to do anything wrong here.
Well, that's what I'm thinking too. I mean, like,
if you miss something, all right, you know, there's always next week.
Yeah, but it's not so much about the missing. It's about not seizing. Like, I have to streamline a little bit better. That's all. And I think once I do that, I think it'll start to make a little bit more sense.
So do you need an assistant to kind of walk around with you while we do this?
No, I don't think that. I don't think we need that. Like, I think we work together really good as a unit. Accomplished today, with the exception of like maybe like one thing. Yeah.
This is what happens when you stick to commitments.
Yeah. Commitments make you tired and sleepy. Oh man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you next week.